Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining. Last time we were able to insert the multi-view, the shaded ISO view, and the exploded view into our drawing file for our selfie stick assembly. And today we're going to work on doing a bill of materials or parts table, and then doing some balloon callouts. And this right here will finish out our selfie stick assembly assignment. So let's go back into the assembly. And right over here on the right side again, 2 up from where we did our exploded view, we have a command for BOM table, and that stands for bill of material table. So we can open that up, and it's pre-loaded with some criteria. You can see that none of it's filled out in our case except for the item number and the quantity at which that item is in the drawing. So those item numbers important, especially for our balloon callouts, and that quantity is very important when it comes to the amount of parts you will have in your drawing. So especially when you get into some larger assemblies and you're using similar or typical bolts, your quantity of bolts will start to go up, or your quantity of same parts will go up. So in selfie stick, there's no repeating parts, so it's all one. However, we don't want the part number of the description. So if you got a column in there you don't want, you can right click on the name and just say remove that column. Right click on the description, remove that column. And now what we do need is to add the columns we do need. So right up here, add column. We want the name of the part, right? So not the part number, we want the name. And instead of description, we want the appearance. Right, so you just click off of that and we see the part name. These are all our parts, and as we hover over them, you can see them light up in orange on the drawing file. And then the appearance, that in this case is the color that we designated that part, so you guys are welcome to change the color of your selfie stick as much as you like. I changed a few of my parts. They're all typical this gray, except for your connector pin will be that default blue unless you change the parts. So this is how to set up a bill of materials table, and it is that simple. Just closing out this tab right here. And then we can go right back into our assembly 1 drawing that we've been working on. We put it in our exploded view. And up here at the top, there's a button, 3 to the right of our big A. It's supposed to look like a little table with an arrow coming in, and that is our BOM table. And that allows us to insert a BOM table. All right, so for assembly 1, flatten just like it was. Order is top to bottom, and then this just designates the corner at which you can kind of control your table. So I have my table. It looks blank right now. I'm going to attach it right over here in the corner. All right, so it attached. I wonder if I saved. Alright, so I have the table. It seemed to attach our old table, so let's try that again. Maybe it just takes a little bit of time to update. Not the case. Alright, so let's delete this table. Let's go into BOM table, let's go to insert. Let's make sure it's coming right here from the assembly number 1. Flatten top to bottom. Alright, that already looks like a little bit different size. Alright, so that's what we want. So sometimes it just seems to take a little bit of time to update, or you just need to go in and make sure that your assembly, the correct assembly is selected. And you can use this little black dot in the corner to kind of make it look aesthetically pleasing. Right, and I'm kind of stepping on my exploded view, so I'm just going to move this up. Alright, so that's exactly where I want my BOM table, just right above my title block. Again, it has item number, quantity, part name, or just name, and the appearance. So the appearance doesn't come in as a color. Color could be different depending on your printer. So it gives you your red, green, blue value. Right, and now we need to do our balloon callouts. And that button is right up here next to the A. It's just called callout. Looks kind of like a magnifying glass over top of a number 1. And that's actually a balloon over top of a number 1. So these are the very simple. You just click on the part and you just pull it out. And so this number, that's number 7, matches up with the stick bottom down here. So that's all you're doing. So one thing to bear in mind whenever you're doing balloon callouts is you don't really want your balloon callouts to be completely vertical or completely horizontal, and you really don't even want them to be completely uniform. Right? You want them to be something that it is obvious that it's a call out or a note, and it's not part of the drawing. So you don't make them all parallel. Something that you get to have fun with. Right, so there are my balloon callouts, green check, and that's done. And each one of these, each part has a callout, and that callout matches its item number. All right, and that is it. That's how to do a bill of materials or parts table and balloon callouts on your exploited view. And this will be what you are turning in. All right, thank you for joining.